Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, folks. It is coming. I'm going to share with you perspective from 7 different XRP chart analysts and 2 chart analysts who have strong conviction that, yeah, the best part is yet ahead, although they're not specifically talking about XRP. But it's going to be a very heavy XRP video here, including perspective from one very popular XRP chart analyst who says that XRP is loading. I'll show you exactly how he stated it, but yeah, the point is the best part is yet ahead. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say, all right? I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. All right, as I record this video, it is early in the morning, 4:11 a.m. Central Time, which is my time zone. It is Sunday, March 16th now, 2025. My gosh, time just flying by. Can you believe at the end of this month, we're a fourth of the way through the year already? And it's been an exciting year. I mean, especially, let's be real. January was the most fun part because XRP hit a new all-time high on January 16th. But the most fun part is when the face melt happens. The face melt is coming. I'd be shocked if it's not happening within the next few months, and certainly this year. I'd be very shocked if that's not the case. But as I record this video, XRP is still showing strength. It's at $2.37. Bitcoin not looking too shabby, all things considered, what's happened recently, $84,364. All right, take a look at this post from chart analyst TechDev. He shared this with his 515,800 followers on X. This is the crypto total market cap, excluding Bitcoin. So this is all the altcoins right here. That's what this line is right now where I'm moving my mouse pointer. And he didn't label this. He's increasingly refusing to label certain things. So it's the case that a lot of people don't understand a number of his charts. I don't know why he does that. He's the only analyst I follow. It's like he's intentionally trying to make sure that a lot of people don't understand certain charts. But the ones that are comprehensible and obvious, they're very powerful. And he is a data-driven guy, so I'm a fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely a fan of this guy. But I'm just kind of questioning, why not put some damn labels on some of this shit? Like, most people are not chart analysts, including myself. Now, that said, I'm pulling from memory here, and the last time he showed this particular indicator, it was, if my memory serves, so don't take it as gospel, but I think this is correct, an alt-season oscillator showing when we're... And by the way, so this is a proprietary metric that presumably he put together, I'm guessing anyway. So I don't know exactly how the numbers are crunched to result in this particular formation that you see down here. But if I'm correct, and I think that I am, then it's showing the best is yet ahead. And based on the context of what he wrote here, I think the answer is yes. So I apologize if I'm mistaken, but I'm almost 100% sure that that's what he's talking about. And so here's what he wrote. First parabolic altcoin signal since December 2020. Few took that one seriously too. And so here you can see, however he crunches this to make this chart do what it does, he set it up in such a way so that it's signaling alt season, like the parabolic part, right here as soon as it crosses back above this particular line right here. And I hope that's indeed the case. The timing would certainly make sense, given that, cryptocurrency market cycles are just that, they're cyclical, and so history kind of rhymes with itself. But he's not kidding. Like, so back in late 2020, December 2020, it's just so funny how history, it's so similar. Back in December 2020, there were all sorts of people that were feeling despair. Like it just wasn't going to go. And not that we hadn't in the not too distant past from that point had some decent price action. There had been some. I mean, we came up from the depths of COVID in March 2020, mind you. But still, there's some malaise there and people thinking it was just never going to go, people feeling beaten down and the volatility just killing people, and then a lot of people getting impatient. Very similar sentiment. And that's what people felt like. And then look what happened. So the oscillator, obviously you can see what it did, indicating that, yeah, it's alt season time. And look what happened. for every coin that's not Bitcoin, just rocket. And not that Bitcoin didn't go. I'm just saying that this chart is for everything that's not Bitcoin. And how the rally, that rally changed the sentiment very quickly. So look, again, I was there several years ago. That's what happened. I'll not be surprised if indeed you let enough time pass and we'll look back and be like, yeah, this is the same damn thing. Here's a post from chart analyst Mustache. This is the crypto total market cap. and he wrote 2020/2021 versus 2025. This is starting to look exciting, to be honest. And so you can see he's just pointing out, and this is the updated version of this chart. He's been sharing this a lot lately. He's just noting, okay, key level right back here in 2020 into 2021, went above it, came back down to test, and then came back up and rocketed. He's just arguing effectively that this is the same thing. It's the same concept. So we just came back down, seem to have successfully back tested the key level right here from the high. And you know what's next if history rhymes? Big stuff here. Here's a post from the blockchain backer. He's got a bunch of charts here. XRP BTC, XRP USD, XRP market cap dominance percentage chart. And he wrote, even with all the turbulence, XRP BTC and XRP dominance still continue to churn along. Yes, they do. Indeed, they do. This is some very serious strength. And after a massive move like we saw from XRP to see it still where it is, yeah. Now, the cool part is it ain't done yet. So says chart analyst Credible Crypto, one of the best analysts out there. He shared this with his 466,000 followers on X. He wrote, like I said before, XRP is going to continue to outperform against other majors in the coming months. People getting complacent with it because it has been consolidating for some time after a 8x run off the lows. This consolidation is literally just a loading bar for the next massive move up. All right, so this is what markets do to people. If something does something for too long, even if it's just complacency, you know, the sideways price action, it beats people down. They feel like it's never going to happen, exit position, so on and so forth. Which is why I still firmly believe the best way to approach investing is to just have broad exposure to whatever market you're talking about, whether it's stocks or crypto in particular. And then you just hold for however long it takes, because you don't control when the market goes, but either you have exposure when it happens or you do not. And so I just make sure that I do have exposure, since I can never know for sure what's going to happen. I just have strong conviction the crypto pie gets bigger, so that's it. It's not a hard equation for me. But think about this. XRP had a massive run. He set off the lows here, 8-fold increase. I think it's okay to pull back a little and consolidate. And because nothing goes up perfectly in a straight line. And then after consolidation, what happens? Well, if you're in a bull market and the conditions are, then you get another leg up. And that's what he firmly believes is going to happen. And it's just the coolest damn thing. So as exciting as it was from November onward to see that tremendous price action for XRP, what if we just get another one of those? And what if it's a little bit bigger? What if that happens? That's what I'm focused on. Now, he also shared a post from a chart analyst named Dr. Cat. And I've seen some of his posts. I actually had been following for a while. Not always at the forefront of my mind, but there are so many analysts out there, not everybody can be, so nothing against the guy. But Credible Crypto, in this post I just shared with you, shared a post from chart analyst Dr. Cat, and he suggests that people follow him, so I thought I'd share this one too. And he's using a couple, well, actually, even Credible Crypto is talking about this, I think. He says, Dr. Cat has had some very good insights via methods that I myself don't actively use, but find interesting nonetheless. Okay, so I know what he's talking about here. I'm going to read this as written, and then I'm going to share with you a separate post from where he indicates what he thinks that this means price-wise in terms of USD, because this is an XRP BTC chart. And I know you're going to be wondering what he's thinking in terms of USD. I certainly was. But he's using an approach to charting with specific chart formations that I don't know that I'd ever seen any chart analyst use. Or if they have, then I'm just not recalling that. So I'm just going to share as he wrote it here. But anyway, XRP BTC. XRP remains the strongest cryptocurrency chart, and while Bitcoin lost the weekly Kijun Sen and most alts entered bear markets, XRP remains fully bullish on the weekly on the USD pair. I think that regardless of what happens with the entire market from now on, XRP BTC has at least one more leg up, and the minimum target is the quarterly Kijun Sen, which is currently at 5,670 Satoshi, a level that I've mentioned previously. Short term, I said that I expect before that a test of 2,264. I may be wrong or right on that. Time will tell. But the bigger picture is always a priority. Yeah. So couple key takeaways. As far as the idea of there being a next leg up, yes, that is what I consistently see from every reputable analyst out there. And the fact that Credible Crypto, who is among the best, is supporting this guy, that's enough to make me take notice. So that, and this idea, and it's in line with what I keep seeing for like all of the analysts that I follow, all the XRP chart guys believe there's going to be another massive leg up, like one of what we just got, but probably bigger. It's just a question of to what degree will that next major burst be bigger. And so somebody asked him here, okay, what does this mean in terms of United States dollars effectively? And Dr. Cat said, well, assuming Bitcoin should not be dumping at the time, if it's at $90,000, that's around $5 for XRP. Okay, $5 sounds like a fun start. So if we're up in that range, I'll assume that we've started some very fun and serious price discovery. But that's if Bitcoin's only at $90,000. And I doubt that Bitcoin's done. I'm anticipating it's going to hit another new all-time high and go for that last parabolic move to the upside before finally reaching its peak for the cycle. That's just my for fun guess. I don't make specific price targets because that would just be pointless since I'm not a chart guy. But I say that because I'm aware of the history of XRP, Bitcoin, the crypto markets, and I know that it continues to rhyme. That's why I have that confidence. It's not just some sort of blind statement that I'm making here. And so what if Bitcoin does get to double that? What if Bitcoin, instead of going to $90,000, goes to $180,000? Well, even if you just double that for XRP, you're already at double-digit XRP, and that wouldn't be crazy. And also, I think perhaps he might be a bit conservative there. So I'm just saying, if XRP is going to run, and I firmly believe it's going to just shatter Bitcoin's performance this cycle, big things ahead. Here's a post from Charting Guy. XRP Dominance Daily Relative Strength Index looks wild. Big move coming by mid-April. XRP USD and XRP BTC have the same exact RSI pattern, but this one is the cleanest. And that's fascinating. So it's just consolidating within this particular triangle. And you don't have to be a chart guy to understand that before you hit the apex, it's going to break to the upside or the downside. Well, given that we're still in a bull market, I'm thinking that it's to the upside. Now, of course, this is relative strength index, not price. But as far as it breaking, remember throughout 2024, we were talking about how XRP had been consolidating for almost 7 damn years at that point? Right. So this is on a shorter time frame, sure, but it's got to do something. Like I'm telling you, XRP cannot and will not flutter around in this price range forever. It's the same thing that I was saying leading up to the election when XRP was around, 40, 50, 60 cents, whatever it was. I was like, guys, it cannot and will not stay here forever. And so now we had another leg up, then it came back down a little bit. Now it's trading sideways and building some support there. It's consolidating. And then you have the relative strength index doing what it's doing here. And it's going to keep going until it finally hits tremendously overbought territory. Until we're in tremendously overbought territory, closer to 100, whether it's, 85, 90, just somewhere up there, we're not done. If history is to rhyme with itself anyway, we're not done. We're simply not. And so Egrag Crypto was talking about XRP's RSI as well. Shared this chart and he said, XRP monthly RSI update. The XRP RSI is steadily ticking upwards. It's just a matter of time before we see a celestial move. And then he cites some targets. And of course, so and I do know this. No matter what asset you're talking about, the general consensus among chart guys, let's say, because this is a scale from 0 to 100, is if you're at the 70 level, that would be considered oversold, and at 30 it would be I said that backwards. At 70 that would be overbought, and then at 30 that would be oversold. Now, of course, chart analysts, they're not just going to stick to those generic numbers no matter what the asset is. You'll look at the history of whatever asset it is that you're charting, and then you'll figure out from a historic perspective, okay, what's normal for this? What historically has been oversold territory, with the assumption that history will indeed kind of rhyme with itself. And so you do have to consider that as well. And so here are his targets. And so these would be certainly getting into oversold territory, which is what you want, because understand, like when you go into oversold territory, that's just showing strength. It's called oversold, but that's showing actual strength in the market. So it can persist for a while. And now eventually, yes, a top is found, but it's showing strength is the point. And so here are the targets. He said 70 for bullish confirmation, 77 for bullish momentum, 85 for bullish continuation, and 89 Valhalla. I don't know where this thing's going to peak, but it looks like the top here back in 2017 was around 95 to 96, somewhere around there. So, whether we get to that slightly exceeded or we fall a little short from that in terms of relative strength index, if we get anywhere up in this range, about that means there's some serious stuff happening here. And again, Charting Guy just showed you, guys, it's going to have to break at some point. Which way do you think it breaks then, right? Here's a post from Crypto Insight UK. XRP dominance coiling up / creating a bull pennant in its SOS, sign of strength phase. The whole market has been bleeding, yet XRP has been holding strong. The 3-day RSI looks ready to cross bullish once again as the stochastic RSI heads out of the oversold area. The race to 12% dominance is on. If we hit this level of dominance and the total market cap of crypto stayed as it is, XRP price would be roughly $5.44. Okay, now, my friends, that's the cool part about this. At 12% dominance, XRP is $5.44. But what if the crypto asset class has a market cap twice what it is? Well, then the price of XRP would be double that, over $10, closer to 11. Now, do you think that we're going to at least double? Do you think that XRP is at least going to hit 12%, considering historically it had a peak of over 30% dominance, and we're just saying 12%? Because if it gets to 12% and the market cap of the asset class doubles, that gets you to the type of price levels that the blockchain backer was talking about. So, not crazy stuff. And that's going to be so life-changing for so many people out there right now. I know, for me, absolutely, and I'm sure for a ton of you listening. Because most of you have been here for years. Most of you have been listening for years. And if you're new, welcome to the party. Happy to have you. Then he says, I presume if we did get this dominance breakout, Bitcoin would also be moving up, as would the rest of the market. I've not seen a time historically where XRP just eats significant market share whilst everything else sits still / bleeds out. And that's certainly true. If the above paragraph is true, this is clearly better for price versus USD, as the higher the total market cap, the higher the relative XRP price. The next leg is inevitable. I agree. I completely agree. It is coming. It is coming. We just got to wait a little bit longer. It seemed impossible that we'd have the first leg to some people. That happened. Here we are. XRP really is outperforming. This is real life. It's kind of sunk in for me. I hope it has for you. But again, wait till that next leg comes, because that's the real party right there, my friends. Then there was this post from chart analyst Steph's Crypto. He says, weak hands are out. Time to bounce now, XRP. And then he's got these potential future candles going up above over $20. Well, I hope he's right. I hope that this actually is the bottom. Lots of analysts are theorizing that there's a very good chance, a better than 50% chance, that we actually have seen the worst for this short-term price action, and we are going to go. Markets will not stay range-bound forever. They never, ever, 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 ever will. So you got to just think, okay, then does it go up or does it go down? I think up. And if I'm wrong, so be it. But I have high conviction. I think that number go up. The cycle is not done for so many reasons. We're not seeing top indicators. It just doesn't make sense for it to end now unless there's some actual black swan event. And then I'd say, okay, fine. So yeah, I guess XRP is loading. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say, all right? That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.